Hello, I'm Kathleen. I'm the Living Arrangements Designer with the Original Designs team here at Rogers Gardens. Today we're going to talk about how to grow citrus in containers. One of the first steps in successfully growing citrus in containers is selecting the right tree. First, consider the type of citrus that you and your family would like to consume. Dwarf trees are ideal for growing in containers. Two popular choices are the Meyer lemon and the Bear's lime. They're easy to grow trees and perfect for beginners. The next step is selecting the right pot. There's a few things to think about to make sure you get your tree off to a good start. First, choose a pot that's large enough to accommodate several inches of new root growth around the original root ball for the tree that you're planting. Second, consider the shape. Most citrus trees are going to be replanted as they grow. So think about the shape of the pot. If your pot has a tapered edge that comes in at the top, this might make it difficult to remove that root ball when you're ready to transplant. The next step in getting your citrus tree off to the right start is your soil selection. You're going to want to choose a potting mix that's designed for planting in pots, not a planting mix that's designed for planting in flower beds or in the ground. A good potting mix is going to have a light, airy material that's going to allow for great drainage, but it's also going to allow for some soil retention and nutrient retention. An organic soil is really important because what you're putting into your pot is going to create a living environment that feeds your plant, and these nutrients are going to be taken up into the citrus tree and ultimately end up in the citrus you're consuming. When you're ready to plant, carefully remove the citrus tree from the container. You're going to want to look at your root ball. If you see any obvious dead roots, you're going to want to prune those back. If you see any extra long roots that are wrapping around, you'll want to prune those back as well. This is just going to help give your citrus tree a jump start when you put it in a new soil so it can root nicely for you. I planted my citrus tree leaving a couple inches of room from the top of the pot. Some things to consider are the depth of your planting. You want your entire root ball to be below the soil surface, but you want to pay attention to the crown of your plant. You want that to stay up above. So there's a graft line where the citrus tree was grafted, and you want to make sure that stays above the soil surface. And I've left enough space in here where I can add my fertilizer, some compost, and some top dressing. Citrus trees are heavy feeders. I recommend an organic citrus fertilizer, something that is specific for citrus. Citrus have some special needs, and if you have a formula that's specific for citrus, you won't have any guessing work wondering if you're meeting all the requirements. Citrus trees like extra nitrogen, they like the soil to be slightly acidic, and they really need a lot of extra trace minerals. The extra trace minerals might be something that you won't find in a regular NPK fertilizer. What I'm going to do with this one is it recommends just sprinkling some fertilizer on the soil surface and gently working it in. I've given my citrus tree its initial fertilizing. Because citrus trees are heavy fertilizers, I like to feed my citrus tree every month or two all year long. When you plant citrus trees in containers, if you're watering correctly, when you put a lot of water in, it can leach nutrients out of the soil. So it always requires heavier fertilizing than something that's planted in the ground. I fertilized my citrus trees. I'm going to move on to two extra steps. I'm going to add some organic compost to the soil surface, and then I'm going to top dress everything with a wood bark or wood mulch. Organic compost is a nice step that I like to use because I think of it as feeding the soil. When you have a healthy soil, that soil is going to do a much better job in feeding your citrus trees. What I'm going to do is take a couple handfuls of this organic compost and add this to the surface of my planting. I'm taking care all the while to not cover up the crown of my tree. The crown of the tree is basically what portion of the tree was above the soil level in the planter when you first planted it. So you don't want to bring soil up the tree trunk, but you want to make sure the roots are covered. You want to make sure the root crown is covered. So I have this extra space that I've allotted so that I can continue to add my compost as well as my top dressing. Again, applying your top dressing is an optional step, but it's a step I always take as well. Apply enough wood mulch, leaving at least a ½ inch space around the top of the pot. Citrus trees like evenly moist soils. You don't want to let the pot dry out in between each watering, but you don't want to put water on top of already wet soil. You do want to water deeply, so you want to water slowly so that you can envision that water is really soaking in and saturating the entire root ball. If your soil surface is dried out and you pour your water on too quickly, water tends to follow the path of least resistance, and that water will skirt right off the top, down the sides, and out the drain hole and never really saturate that root ball. So a good way to know if you really need to water your plant is to pull away your mulch surfaces, get to the soil, feel the soil surface. The soil surface may be dry, which could indicate you need to water it, but dig down an inch or two and make sure that the soil level is not wet below the soil surface. If you feel that the soil's dried out a good inch or two down, go ahead and give your plant a good deep watering. On average, citrus trees should be watered once to twice a week. This can depend on many factors. The bigger your pot, the less often you have to water. The better top dressed your pot is, the less often you have to water. Another factor in watering is the overall weather pattern. If we're in the middle of a hot, dry summer, you're going to need to water it more frequently. If we're in the middle of a cooler winter spell, obviously less watering is required. One of the last considerations is to look at the tree and decide if we need to do any pruning. One of the first things we're going to look for is any dead branches. This branch is broken, it's not going to do us any good, so we're going to remove this branch. We also want to look at any branches that are crossing over. When they cross and rub on each other, that can cause problems. It can cause an entry for infection, so we would just try to remove any branches that are crossing and causing any issues. We can also selectively prune our tree to maintain size and shape. We also want to allow for airflow in the center of the tree and sunlight to get in. So if you have too many branches in the middle, you can selectively prune some of these branches to open up that canopy. Another thing to consider is as fruit grows on your trees, fruit load can be heavy. So low-hanging branches will often pull down under the weight of the citrus trees and allow the citrus to rest right on the soil surface. You want to eliminate that before any citrus production starts to grow, so we'll cut off any low branches to avoid those branches from weighting down and laying on the soil surface. The hard part is done. Your citrus tree is planted and you're looking forward to your first harvest. However, there will be some maintenance over the years. As your tree grows, you're going to need to consider repotting it into a larger planter. You'll continue to look for planters that'll allow for a couple inches of new growth space around the root ball. You'll also need to do some maintenance trimming on your tree. You'll want to maintain the size of the canopy, and you'll want to continue to look for broken branches or crossing branches and continue to open up the crown and let some sunlight in. Don't skip on the fertilizing. Your tree can give you some indications if it's happy. Dark, lush green, full canopies is indicating that you're feeding it properly. If you're seeing yellowing leaves, that could be a sign of nutrient deficiency. By following these basic steps, you should have a happy, healthy citrus tree that rewards you with a bountiful crop. Rogers Gardens brings beauty into your home and garden.